Hello my friends, today we are talking about Bingo Cash Out, a new kid on the block, a bunch of hits, Chinese food makes me. Hopefully we get free cash. I don't think that's how the song goes, but today we are talking about bingo games, how to win them, and how to get money for free. This game is pretty cool. Just to start off here, we're going to end as always with these tutorials with the game itself, the strategy, and how we win. First, we're going to cover some of the things about this app that are cool. It is a real cash game. You can win money, you can withdraw that money from this game, so it is legit on the legit-o-meter. But one of the cool things about this game here is this special free game. Most of the games have something similar to this, but it requires that you watch an ad to play it, which this one does, but not the first time. Every day you get at least one free game. Yes, it only has a prize pool of 30 cents, but still pretty cool. Pretty cool, if you ask me, that you do not have to watch an ad to play a game that has a real money payout, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool, if I can talk here today. Alright, so let's go over here to the shop. This is where we would go to deposit money, also where we get our invite code up here, which is pretty cool. Use the link in the description beneath this to get a startup of $3, and it also awards me $3, so I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully like Battle Bingo and Bingo King, which did have a $3 payout and a gift to you using the links, they changed it to $1 after a couple weeks of me sending them tons of people, and they're like, oh, we're paying them too much money. I don't know what it is. These games make a ton of money, so this is like a $3 billion a year industry, and has gone up about 60% in its size since that thing that YouTube doesn't like that we mentioned that happened a few years ago where we all had to work from home, right? So $3, that's pretty cool. So go ahead and use the link below to start yourself off with some free startup cash. All right. So it has this time gift. That's the equivalent of your daily login. It doesn't just pop up like a lot of the other games does. When you log into the app, you actually have to go over to the shop tab, hit the time gift, and collect your gift. It's typically the gems. I have yet to get any money from the time gift, so it's just the gems, though you can use the gems to play some games and do some fun things. You can watch ads there to get these little tickets. They have 2 in-game currencies in addition to the bonus bucks that they all have, which we're not going to go into this game, but if you want to learn about the bonus bucks, the devious word definitional trickery that these games create to kind of be little weasels and figure out ways to not pay you the money that you win on these games. So, but I mentioned that in a lot of the other videos that I watch, so please subscribe to my channel, and please watch my other videos to get a full definition of the trickery that they use with bonus bucks. But they have these gems right here at the top, those 800 that I've got, and then we've got the tickets. These tickets are what fuels the mini games within this app. The mini games here are in this tab, the next one over here, which is the missions, and we can do a fruit slice game, a lucky card, and the lucky wheel. You know, the fruit slice game, it kind of is nice that it tells you, win up to 6 cents. Not very great. Right here, if we go into lucky card, this one we can win up to $1. Hey, that's a lot better. Though, are we going to get it very often? Probably not. And then this lucky wheel one here, this one costs us 5 tickets to get in, but it does have different levels as well. The silver rank wheel requires 10 of these tickets in order to play, and then finally over here at the gold, this is a 20 ticket wheel, but we have some much better prizes though should we save our tickets up to this level. And we can watch this ad over here, boom, to get 3 of those, though I'm not sure how many times we can watch this ad per day. I know if you watch the ad, it will have a timer on that thing, about 5 minutes until you can watch another ad. I'm not sure if that just loops over and over or if the time increases between each one. In fact, you know what? Let me pause this video. I'm going to watch a couple and I'll get back to you on that one. 1 second. I've watched one ad, so I figured I might as well do this and figure this out so I can give you guys some actual info here, because why would you watch my videos if not to get some actual value? So I'm going to take one for the team. I'm going to wait another 4 minutes and 26 seconds here, watch another ad, and see if we can just loop this for an infinite amount of times to really stack these tickets, or if this number increases every time that we watch the ad. So give me 8 minutes or so, and I will be right back. Alright guys, I've watched 2 more sequences of waiting till this timer counts down, watching an ad, waiting for the timer to count down, watching another ad, and we're still at the same time. So the timer has showed up every time between the ads, but it has not gained in length, and I have not lost the ability to do that. So I'm going to assume that I can do this over and over, potentially even an infinite amount of times. It is a full 5 minutes between ads that I can watch, so I'm guessing that we could probably do it enough times that we would choose to stop doing it before the game forced us to stop doing it, right? Because who wants to sit there and watch ads, you know. But when you're making dinner, you should absolutely have one of these games pulled up. I don't know if this one, but you should absolutely have one of these games pulled up where you can get things from ads. Oh, we're on the, how many tickets do we have? We got 13. Well, let's play the, yeah, because we got the 3 different levels of wheel here. We got, that was a good, glad that we did that test because it gives me a chance to try out the silver wheel. Exciting. And, oh, we want the money. Sorry, that's, oh, what, no. Oh. I wanted the 70 cents. That would have been better. That would have been better. Because that would have put me over the dollar mark. Really got us into some dangerous streaking territory where we can start playing some of this big ticket game. I mean, it doesn't sound like it's very much to get the big tickets. But I mean, this game is nice that it looks, wow, it doesn't even have a $1 option. I'm not very smart, apparently. All I need to do is 20 more cents, and I'm playing that first game. And then the price pool of $1, right? So we're winning 40 cents, which doesn't sound like very much, but if you think about it in the world of percentages, that's pretty good. You're paying 60 cents, you're winning 40, that would be 66.66666 repeating percent return on investment, right? Because you paid 66% of that is 40 cents. You would be getting a 66.66 repeating return on your investment, which is pretty damn good. 40 cents may not seem like very much, but my friends. And what more importantly it will do is get us into the realm of maybe playing some of these higher games and really getting that streak rolling and getting us some free money. Oh yeah, okay. No one wants to listen to you sing, Chad. And because I am awesome and maybe going a little bit over and beyond, but absolutely 100% sure that 99.99% of the people playing this game have never read the terms of use for these games, or really any of these games, and I have read many, let me tell you, and I think I'm going to start including the important parts of them in my videos, because why not? Maximize my usefulness, I should do this. So I've taken one for the team and read the entire terms of use, which is a lot of ridiculous jargon, but they're very protected in many different ways, and reserve the right to do freaking everything, allow me to assure you. But the important parts here are this. 3 things. 1, when you enter a cash competition, most of these games will use the bonus bucks that you have to automatically be applied for the entry fees of the game, and then when you win that game, up to the amount of the entry fee paid, it will be returned to you as bonus bucks, you know? So that way they're minimizing the amount of real money that you can win and thus withdraw from the game. This one, however, I thought was kind of cool. When you enter a cash competition, 1 US cent of bonus funds will be used to enter the competition for every 10 cents spent on the cash competition entry fee. Obviously, if you only have bonus funds, then all of the entry fee is going to be bonus funds. But if some of it is actual money, then 1 out of every 10, so 10%. So if the game has a $10 entry fee, then $1 of the entry fee for that $10 entry fee game will be bonus funds. Let's say you win $20 from that game. You will only be able to pull out 19 of those dollars because one of those dollars for the entry fee was a bonus buck, and they return your bonus bucks back to you. So, you know, it says, when you win a cash competition, any bonus funds that you have used to pay the entry fee will be returned to you, right? And any additional winnings beyond your entry fee will be paid in US dollars. So in that situation of the $10 entry fee, you win $20. One of those dollars was an entry. You paid $9 of real money to get in, $1 of bonus bucks. You win $20. Really, you're only winning $19 of real money. Then you get your $1 bonus buck back. That I thought was important enough to mention. Withdrawals, where is it here? Oh yes, applicable a withdrawal request processing fee of up to $2 for, so 20% for any withdrawal of less than $10 may be assessed. When I hear the word may, when they're talking about a fee that they might charge you, I just go ahead and assume that that is a definitely. So let's just go ahead and assume that if you pull out less than $10, you're going to be paying 20% or more. If you pull out less than 20, be great, because if it was like 8%, then that's like 25% of what you're pulling out is going to be, you know, given away to them, because 2% is obviously more than 20% of $8. You guys get the math. Okay. The other thing that I thought was interesting here was the monthly maintenance fee. What? I thought this game was free to play. It is, but if you have not entered at least one tournament for 6 consecutive months or more, a maintenance fee of $2 per month may be charged where permitted by law. Holy crap. After 5 or more months of inactivity, you'll be notified by email that your account remains inactive for 1 more month. The maintenance fee will be deducted from your account for each connect, blah, blah, blah. So that is nice that they send you an email warning you that it's about to happen. Now, obviously, they can't do this if you've never put money into these games. I assume that if this is in one of these games' terms of use, it's probably in a few of them. However, I wonder if they could use my PayPal. They might charge my PayPal account because I do give them my PayPal email in order to withdraw the money. So I wonder if they would charge that. I don't know. That's a good question. But if you have deposited money into these games, which I'm assuming the majority of players probably have, then make sure that if you decide to stop playing this game and don't delete the app or anything, just sitting on your phone, you do delete the app, or you at least come in here and play a game every few months or something. Don't just forget about it, because if they have your payment information, meaning you've deposited money into this game, 6 months down the road, you're going to be hit with $2, and $2 after that every month. I would be very, very curious to know what percent of their money and just the raw figures, how much money per month they make from this $2 maintenance fee that I would imagine, even though they do send out that email to cover their tochas in a court of law, I would imagine that most people, either see the email or then forget about it, or just don't see the email because it goes to their spam accounts. A lot of emails from these type of services, games and apps and stuff, will be automatically flagged as spam by most email services and just thrown in the spam folder. So either they don't see it, they forget about it, whatever. I would love to know the number of how much they get per month from people being charged this $2 monthly fee. I bet you it's a lot more than you or I imagine. What an interesting and tricky and kind of messed up form of revenue. Because this is way down, look at this, way down in the terms of service. Not many have the gumption or the wherewithal or the discipline to get this far. Fortunately, you guys have me, and I did so. There we go. Those were the important parts that I thought that was important in this terms of use. But, if you ever want to be put to sleep and read something that's just awful, go ahead and, read that terms of use, because it's terrible. All right. While we're in this menu right here, this is the menu that you can get to by hitting this little thing in the upper right-hand corner, this little man there. You can see I am the Hebrew hammer. You can withdraw your balance history. There's the how to play, which is so boring. And doesn't give you anything that's like tips and tricks. It's like not tips and tricks. It's like, here, if you get 5 in a row, you can get a bingo. It's like, that's not a tip. That's just like how to play this game, basically. It's lame. Their fan page, the settings. The settings allow you very little access to change things. Just the sound, which I hate. The music, which I hate. And the vibration, which I like. So I turn all of that stuff off and leave the vibration on, of course. If I click on my portrait on the upper left-hand corner, it allows me to edit my name, change that if I want to. One thing that I don't know what I feel about this feature. It's unique to this app. I've never seen any other app that does it, but it allows me to have a little tag phrase up there that pops up when I win a game that you can't put in. I didn't enter. I can't help being the best. I'm not quite that much of a douche, but it makes you pick from a list, Mic drop, good game. Maybe I'll change it to good game. That's very friendly, I guess. I don't know. It's just kind of lame. You can have some emojis that go with it. Replace the emoji with these little things. Once you get up to, you have to win 20 times, and then you can replace the emoji with this little W thing. Okay, cool. That's kind of cool. So you can kind of see who you're playing against at a glance. Like this guy, he's played 200 mini games. Wow, that's a lot of mini games. Even if you have the ability to, put this one on there, do you really want to let everyone know that you've played this game 1,500 times? I don't know if that says I'm awesome as much as it says I have a problem and maybe should see someone. No shade to you if you do, though. There's definitely responsible ways to use these apps that could lead to you playing 1,500 times, so I shouldn't be casting aspersions on anyone. So, if you do have a problem with gambling, don't fool yourself into thinking that this is not that, because we are. If it's not that, we're flirting with it for sure. I hate to see people make decisions by not having the discipline to prevent themselves from going down bad roads and make bad decisions and submit to their weaknesses, and their flaws, which we all have, and I am no exception by any means. So please don't take that statement as me casting judgment upon anyone. But yes, we can change that little, I can't help. I thought I just changed it. What the hell? Maybe I didn't hit apply. Yes, we're going to good game. There we go. That's friendly enough. We're going to change there, and we'll go there. Cool. So that's what happens when you hit the little portrait there. Hey-oh, cool. And it also shows my rank to the next level, of course. I do not have access to the VIP lounge presently, which is that unlock level 5 right there, because I'm not level 5, I'm level 3.
Almost level 4 though, and then that's only one away from level 5, but apparently will give me access to the VIP lounge, which who knows what that'll give me, probably nothing cool. This is the results tab, all the way on the right here. And then here we go to the game tab. Once we're here in this bingo tab right here before we play a game, real quick, there's the offers that you got. Each game is offering you offers. Never be fooled by being like, it's an amazing offer. They all have amazing offers all the time. Now, we have 2 tabs along the top. We have a gem one, which is just gem games. So if you're just trying to do a gem battle, then you go for it. We also have the cash tab right here, which is what we are interested in because we like earning that money. But one of the cool things about this gem tab right here is they have a verse friends option, which is pretty unique. I will say it costs gems in order to create a game room, which you have to do. You know, let's say I wanted to play with my mom and my dad and my sister. I would have to go 4, including myself. There we go. And then I would get a room code. Then I could share this right here, you know, text it to my friends and my family, whoever I wanted to invite, and then I have to pay, depending on how many people are in there, you know, the amount of gems that I have to pay. These game rooms are open for 24 hours, so after a 24-hour period, regardless of whether or not my mom, dad, and sister have played the game that I've invited them to, the game room will go away, and these gems will not be returned to me in any circumstance, regardless of whether or not the players have played the game that I've invited them to or not, right? But that is kind of cool that you can play with your friends if you want. All right, then the other tab along the top is the cash tab, which is the one that we are interested in, of course, because I'm here for the money, man. I don't know about you guys, but I want to spend my pooping time trying to get money for free and not watching TikTok videos. So that's what I'm all about anyway. I like doing it, and it's fun for me. Okay, so like, thanks for telling us about your bowel movements, my friend. That's awesome. Cool. All right, so it is time. Let us play a game. And this 30-cent game right here is what we're going to do, because as always, we're going to do the free one, of course, and try to get up enough money to start a little streaky streak going for free without ever putting money into these games, which is how we do it. Like always, you know, this is pretty standard of this game. Nothing here is too different than any of the others. I kind of like how it comes from the bottom. We got the little tube there. You know, they obviously have put in some effort into the GUI, the graphic user interface for this game, which I think they've done a pretty swell job. The buttons are pretty clear, easy to see, easy to hit, easy to locate. Some games, they look a little bit busy. We've got the standard array of, a standard array of power-ups down there along the bottom. I hit the timer one because if you got a timer one, you always use that right away. This one I think gives me 1 of 4, so I'm going to, of course, hit this before I allow another number to pop up, or else I would waste the power-up juice that I would get from that one. Let's go 70 because I don't remember the corners. Oh, and I nailed the corner. Nice. I shouldn't have said that. I would have made it look like I was paying attention and talking, but really that was just luck. Okay. Here's 53. Obviously, want to hit them as fast as possible. The faster I hit it, the more power-up juice that I get, and also to fill up that power-up bar down there, and also the more points that I get. And of course, the top 3 players who win the game are awarded by the amount of points that you have at the end. Keep an eye on that time up there. I didn't see if we had that 49, so I'm just going to hit this. It was kind of a panic play. 49, no, I do not. Okay, there we go. I'm not getting the star right now because the star does not remove the number that I select from the future pool of numbers that may come down. But the one that picks where you pick 1 of 4, that one does. So this one right here, you can get these anytime that you want. I like to use them when a new number comes up. I hit this guy and go into it after noticing what the new number is, so it gives me a second right here where I can look to see if I have that, 16 that I came up. So it kind of gives you an extra second to look for it and maybe maximize the speed that you can apply to these games here. But the star, I'm holding on to that thing because if I use it right now and then, it's like I used it on the 20 and then that 20 might come down. It's like, well, I didn't really need to use it on that 20 because the game was going to give me the 20 anyway. So I like to make sure that I don't accidentally, I'm forced to use one now. So I'm going to, of course, but try to hold off as long as possible on using those. 27, so you don't accidentally waste it by dabbing a number that the game was going to give you anyway. This is a long game. It must have been 2 minutes. That's nice. Okay, 69. Always kind of makes me sad that when I don't get a 69, because I'm 5 years old. Must have given me too many numbers at the beginning, because now we're going through the doldrum phase of these games, as I like to call it. We want to make sure that we are getting the diagonals, the corners first, then the diagonals, and then the anything from the center and work your way on out. Now this game, I know from experience, will end Johnny on the spot once we get to 1, as opposed to some games which allow it to tick the whole last number to the end. So I want to make sure that I'm not playing it too close to the chest here. Let's get that corner here. Why did I get the corner over that 48? Oh, it did allow me to go. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, so it stopped halfway. So why did I get that corner one as opposed to the 48? Well, the corner one has 3 bingos attached to it, right? The other one only has 2 of them, the cross. One vertically and one horizontally, whereas the bingo one is like a ray of sunshine, right? It's got a horizontal one coming up, a vertical one, and then that diagonal as well. So I want to make sure that when in doubt, if it comes down to those 2, I'm looking at it and making sure that I'm getting the one with 3. There's also situations where, you'll have 2 or 3 daubs left open at the end. Look for the T, look for the cross. You want to see which one will give you the vertical and the horizontal. And it's hard to kind of see that real quickly when you're down to the last second like that. So just look for the T. If you can see a T, and if you clear one, that's the one that you want to get, not the other one that may only give you 1, right? So it looks like I'm getting points for daubs, how fast I'm daubing them, bingos, how many I get, multi-bingos. So it looks like they're giving us a boost in points for multiple bingos. I had 10 there, so there's some sort of modifier they're applying when you're cashing in multiple bingos at the same time. So make sure that you don't hit the button over and over and over again when you have a bingo as the game goes on. Just save them all to the end and hit them then. Another thing that we want to do, if you get a ×2 power up, save that till the very end. Just cycle all your power ups through the other slot there. In the last 3-4 seconds of that game, hit that ×2 power up, and then the 2 times power-ups last for 10 seconds typically, and I believe this game is no exception to that. So what you're going to want to do is about in second 9, hit that ×2, hit any of the numbers that come down, so you're maximizing the use of that ×2, right? So you're getting ×2 points on the points that you get for daubing a number, speedily, I hope. And then in the last 2 or 3 seconds of the game, go ahead and get all of your bingos, and you'll get double the points on every bingo, in addition to this multi-bingo bonus that they give you. Now, they might even give you twice the multi-bingo bonus because you have the ×2 activated. I'm not sure on this game. Some games they do, some games they don't, kind of depending on how OP, overpowered they want that ×2 bonus to go. Though I do notice that the game points at the end, the scores tend to be grouped with the players. So what that tells me is that if one person gets the ×2 bonus over the course of the game, like I didn't see its face, I didn't see the face of the ×2 bonus during this game. So I'm guessing that no players did. Whereas if I did get the ×2 bonus power up, I would guess that at least 90%, if not totally all, of the players got that bonus as well. Now, some of them may not have been smart and may have used it right away, so that could equal a huge discrepancy in the points between us at the end, but I'm very confident that if one person is awarded it, almost everyone will. If one person gets a blackout, aka they have the entire board filled out, not everyone's going to, because it's not always controlled by the numbers that they give you. It can be controlled by a player being intelligent with their power-ups, right, and picking the intelligent numbers. But if one person's getting a blackout, meaning filling out the entire board, the odds are very good that other players are also getting, or at least have the opportunity, the chance, if they play correctly, to fill out the entire board and also get a blackout. So I just kind of noticed that after playing literally hundreds of these games. So hey, look at that. Still got two to go. So I'm in first place right now. The worst that I can do on this game is third place, right? Because there's only 2 people. Oh, there's 1 person. All right, cool. Only 1 person left here. Look at this. So we do have quite the grouping going on here. I mean, everyone I don't want to be arrogant, but we've got everyone grouped pretty well. Everyone here is in 2,000 or 3,000 points. And then for some reason, I smoked them all at 19,336, which is why you watch me, right? Because I'm winning these games. I know how to do it. If you use all my techniques, you're not going to win every time. Like, you don't have enough controls over the buttons, knobs, and levers within these games to win every time. They just do not give you that much access to control the game. But you can win more often than not, and by doing so, you can legitimately pull out some money in these games and maybe pay for groceries a few times a month, So, yeah, we smoked them. Go team. I hope you guys are doing this too, and I feel like over the last few months, it's getting way harder to win on some of these other games, and I feel like you guys are using the tips, tricks, and strategies to gnarly effect. There's a few games that I'm like, man, I should never win on this game anymore, and I used to all the time, so I guess well done, team. Wow, thanks a lot. Seriously, go get it. Get yours is what I'm saying. All right, we're waiting for Daddy's girl, who's now playing, so that's good. Is this someone young, or is this someone who has, like, weird kinks. Alright guys, that game finally came in. Old Daddy's Girl took a minute, but we did get first place. Juicy, juicy. Hell yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining with me. I hope this was helpful. Please let me know in the comments if there's anything that, I'm telling you that you don't want to know about. Yeah, I know I'm a winner. We know that already. Come on, get with the program here. Game's a little bit slow on the uptake. Anyway, please let me know in the comments if there's anything that I'm not covering that you would wish to cover, or maybe I'm bloviating about something too long. You're like, geez, dude, get to the point. I would love to hear from you guys. So thanks as always for following along here. Make sure that you comment below, including the phrase "best day ever," to be entered a chance to win your promo link in the description of my video. So that way you get the bonus bucks when you lovely folk decide to join up using those links and get yourself some free bonus bucks. So I pick a new one every 30 days. So make sure you comment and leave the phrase "best day ever" and subscribe to my channel for a chance to win more videos of mine that you leave that comment on. The higher the likelihood you have of getting chosen. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It means a lot. Thank you very much. May luck be with you, and please have the best day ever. And if you like playing games where you can win real money, watch the next video on my channel right here.